Hi everyone, this is Abhijeet Vijayvergiya. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Nectar.ai. At Nectar.ai, we built a trusted revenue infrastructure that's helping enterprises deploy go-to-market AI at scale with reliability, confidence, and accuracy. I'm excited to be here at the Salesforce event and speak on this topic, which is very relevant when all of you are thinking of deploying AI in your go-to-market systems. So, is your CRM going to be chaos or it's going to be the magic factor behind a successful enterprise AI implementation? Let's dig through it. So you would have all heard about Salesforce removing the human buffer, where you have Headless 360 now. That's automatically making all Salesforce data available through APIs, MCP tools, and CLI commands to all AI agents and downstream systems who can read, update the records, execute the workflows directly without human in the loop. Now, this way you can build anything and any way you want. External agents like Cloud Code, Cursor, Codex, Windsurf can have live access to your Salesforce data and workflows. You can deploy on any surface, be it Slack, be it Teams, be it ChatGPT, be it Gemini, WhatsApp, and more. Endless possibilities. And you can govern agents in production. You can monitor and improve agents and behavior at a production scale. But while AI agents are getting ready and Salesforce is making this as a strong enablement initiative, is your CRM implementation truly ready to embrace this? Because the data that decides your deals actually is living outside your CRM. 70% of customer interactions have never made it into CRM due to the human adoption of CRM. 95% of the enterprise AI pilots have failed, according to MIT. 47% of the CRM data decays every 12 months. And over $2.4 million is the average annual spend enterprises have to invest into a broken go-to-market data or tool stack. Now, while most CRMs look healthy, but they are missing critical context. And context is everything that's needed for making AI successful. Let's take an example here. In CRM, you can see opportunities, you can see stages, you can see close dates. But what you'll miss is what humans are doing. What meetings are they doing with which stakeholders? What kind of conversations are they having? What's going on in those conversations? Who are the buying committee stakeholders, which are completely invisible in your CRM? What's the historical context of reps who worked on certain accounts but have left the company? A lot of that data is not updated and it's missing. And that's the missing context I'm talking about. So if you plug your CRM directly into AI, while Headless 360 makes it very easy to access that data, but there'll be missing data and inaccurate data that will feed this AI agents, and they're going to amplify that at machine speed. So bad data earlier used to be a hygiene problem, but it becomes a revenue risk when you deploy AI to take care of your revenue problems. Why is that so? Because reps generally don't log everything, which leaves CRM incomplete. Now, when you deploy agents, they will start reasoning out incomplete CRM data, and there's no human checkpoint in place. Now, these wrong decisions get executed at machine speed, and they're not caught before they land. And when you take this to your leadership, leaders will lose trust in AI, and the next pilot gets harder to fund. And that's one of the reasons why 95% of the AI projects have been failing. And that's like MIT research that came out earlier this year. Deepu Chaku, who is the VP Solution Engineering at Salesforce, also called this out that AI cannot fix what the incomplete data creates. So you have to start with data first before you deploy your AI strategy. If you go deeper into this problem at an operational level, earlier everybody used to think about CRM data quality as a hygiene problem. But when you look at it from a revenue risk, I can give you some examples. The meetings that you're missing in your CRM, which your reps are doing with your customers but not logging into your CRM, that creates a wrong health score when you're trying to look at what's the health of an account. Or when your marketing is trying to invite certain buying group members, which your sales is interacting with to your events, they're actually not having that information because it's never there in the CRM for them to act upon. A lot of incomplete history in the CRM also leads to poor recommendations that your AI is going to give you. And all the stale opportunities that exist that gives you bad forecast. And then the low CRM adoption by humans over the last 20 years leads to hallucination when AI starts acting on that data. So you know where I'm going with this, right? So AI needs context, and it's not just the data. Like what you have today to give you AI is your customers, your accounts, your opportunities, and some data points. But what AI needs is to think about your customer, which includes your interactions with the customer, your relationships, your buying committee, your history, your engagement, the intent of the customer, the timing of the customer, so on and so forth. So before you are building your AI or deploying any of these AI agents, what you need to start with is fix your customer graph, the customer knowledge graph. That's the layer that becomes the brain for your go-to-market AI system. It comprises of five things which you need to do before you can have agents start acting on your CRM data. First of all, capture every interaction like emails, calendars, meetings, so on and so forth, automatically at scale. Don't delegate it to humans. Conventionally, everybody's deployed stick and carrot to capture all of that data. That won't work in today's age when everything, almost everything can be automated using AI. So the first thing should be to capture every interaction that's happening across your customer lifecycle. Second is identify every stakeholders. Map the full buying group, not just one or two contacts which your rep is logging, but the entire buying group that's involved in decision making across your complex go-to-market process. The next thing would be to connect activities to these accounts and opportunities. So you know every touch point that's tied to the right deal, to the right account. So you can truly understand why you win deal, why you lose deal, what's the ground reality of what's happening with your customer. And you need to be able to maintain this data automatically because CRM is a living, breathing system. It always changes because of things that your customer changes, things with your seller changes. So you need to be able to automate this to make sure that it heals on its own without human involvement. And lastly, but not the least, you need to be able to govern this data so that you can trust the AI output. So you need to be able to have confidence on the data that's getting captured with regards to data quality, the granularity of data, and accuracy of the data. This is where Nectar comes in. We've been helping dozens and dozens of customers deploy successful go-to-market AI on top of Agentforce and Salesforce. The way Nectar works is we capture all the interactions that are happening across your seller team and your customer, including emails, calendars, meetings, Slack messages, without your rep doing the effort. Our agents then take that data, structure it, find the missing information in your CRM system or your downstream AI systems, and update that data in a clean, structured manner, derive all the signals so your AI can act on it, and it also maintains it automatically on a real time. So think of it like your customer brain on top of Salesforce. So any downstream agent that's then connecting with Headless 360 works beautifully. No UI involvement, no rep training, and it just runs the headless inside your stack. It makes your CRM safe for AI to act on. Some of the examples I have to talk about where we have seen customers deploy enterprise AI successfully. One of them is Mimecast. It's a $1 billion plus revenue company, more than 2,000 employees, a customer of Salesforce and Nectar. They've actually invested in building this data foundation first, and then they deployed over a dozen plus AI agents across the revenue lifecycle, from pipeline development to forecasting to revenue retention and expansion. And as a result of it, within the first quarters, they were able to generate around $10 million in revenue and $150 million in pipeline. Another example is Cursor, which recently got acquired by SpaceX. They have publicly posted about how they have built an internal sales AI platform with 400 plus reps using it. Their SDR team is booking 3x more qualified meetings, and the AEs have cut their RAM time by over 50%. And they've grown from 10 reps to 400 reps in less than 15 months. So even for them, the first question was not what agent they should be building, but what is the CRM data foundation that's required that would be complete enough for these agents to reason on. So investing in data foundation first really pays big dividends. So what changes when you start investing in this data quality and provide this context to your agents beforehand? So instead of dashboards, your AI begins answering complex questions like which deals are actually at risk, which executive relationships are disappearing, who should we engage next, which expansion opportunities are emerging, which pipeline deserves attention today. So if there is one takeaway for you to go back and check in your CRM or look into your current AI initiative, would be this. First, audit your activity capture rate. Scan your CRM and look at what is captured versus what's the ground reality. Just do a simple scan of how many contacts per opportunity do you have currently today in your opportunities versus what your marketing says or your sales team says they actually talk to. And you would be surprised to see that you might see one or two contacts in your CRM who were an opportunity, versus your buying group could be 5 to 10 members. So start there, look at the activities, look at the buying groups, look at some of the other data fields and the data quality in your CRM. If you'd like, we can help you with a CRM audit score to look at the readiness that you have to deploy AI. But get that readiness done, whether you do it yourself or you do it externally. And once you have that readiness mapped out, you will be geared for a successful AI implementation. So good luck to you all. We are in a very exciting place where AI is transforming a lot of work areas, and go to market is the topmost one and one of the most important ones for the business. Wishing you all the best, and thank you again.